Bryan, what are some of the things that you've done and continue to do to improve sales and improve business development?
Three of the things that I've really focused on throughout my whole business is, number one, focus on being a better person. We've talked sort of at length here about the value of putting a face to your company, connecting with people as people, because people want to do business with people. People don't want to do business with a company. And we gave examples earlier of President's Choice having a face to their name now, of all these bigger companies now all of a sudden putting the CEOs on the stage, or putting the CEOs or the owners of the company out there to the public. And that shows where we're going, I think, as a society. We want to do business with people first before we do business with companies. So one of the things that I've obviously focused greatly on is connecting with people as people. And for me, being as good of a person that I can be, and without coming off, sounding too cheesy by saying that, but being a good listener, being a good person in conversation, being good in communication, that's been huge in being able to connect with people as people. So that's been something that I've really focused on throughout my whole business, and it's been really beneficial for me as a business owner. One of the other things that I've focused on as far as I guess sales and marketing is concerned is being a resource for people. That's sort of the way that things are going now. Maybe back 10 years ago, you could take out a newspaper advertisement, or you could take out a radio advertisement or a TV advertisement, and you would essentially just push your message, and just keep getting repetition, and just get out there and keep pushing it, to hope that one day maybe somebody might buy. And they used to say that if you got like 0.5% of a return on that, of people responding to you, then that was good. And I mean that seems ludicrous in my opinion, to have to push that much and spend that much money, time and time again, to get 0.5% to come back and buy your product. That's crazy. And now with social media, now with the invention of the PVR, where we can skip past the commercials, or with satellite radio where we have commercial-free radio, or we don't have to pay attention to advertisements anymore. It's something that has totally shifted the way that businesses work, because we don't have to pay attention to advertising anymore. And it was something that was sort of interesting, because they used to think that, well, the only way TV is going to make it is by their advertisers, and that's how TV was supported. Same thing with radio. Now they're realizing, hey, people are willing to pay for radio. People are willing to pay for TV. And now we don't need the advertisers anymore. So the whole thing has just shifted, and it's coming around in a totally different direction. So no longer do we have to spend the kind of money and the kind of resources in doing these traditional advertising methods. And I mean, certainly they have their merits for certain industries, and they have their place in the world of business. But for a small business owner like myself, or I would sort of venture to guess any small business owner starting out a business, they don't have the kinds of advertising dollars to go and spend $10,000 a month on a TV ad. It's kind of crazy for a small business owner to have to budget that. So now with social media, tools like Facebook and blogging and LinkedIn and YouTube and Twitter, all these tools are out there now for us, where we can put our name in front of people, and we can be a resource for people, and we can do just like what we were doing 10 years ago with TV advertisements in a bit of a different way. So now, instead of being on Facebook or being on these social media websites and pushing our product like we used to do, which is something that a lot of traditional advertisers are now starting Facebook pages and doing exactly what they used to do back when it was traditional advertising, trying to do the exact same thing, where you just repetition and you'd push and you'd push and you'd push. That's a one-way conversation, because that's what they're used to doing. That's not what social media is now. It's like going to a cocktail party where someone just runs around and throws out pamphlets at you, and you never have a chance to say, hey, I'm Bryan. You don't have a chance to connect with people. No one's going to pay attention to that goofball at the cocktail party throwing brochures left, right, and center. And social media is the same way. No one's going to pay attention to the traditional advertiser who's just there pushing their message and pushing their message. it's not going to do anything for people, because with tools like Facebook, it's so easy to click block, and you're no longer paying attention to that people anymore. So things have changed, and they've come around full circle now. 100 years ago, there was one butcher in town, and everyone would go to that butcher for advice, and everyone would go to that butcher because he was the resource. He was the master of the meat. He was the master of the meat. And people would come to him because they had a personal relationship with him. And things changed. Everything got commercialized. Advertising came around, and that butcher maybe couldn't make it as well as he could, once upon a time. Things have now come full circle, and now we're looking at people as resources again. We're looking to connect with people as people again. It's coming back to that butcher situation where now people can connect with people on Facebook or on Twitter or on blogs and find them to be a resource again, and they can find them to be a good person to connect with as a person again. So now we've sort of come around full circle, and by being on Facebook and by being on these social media websites, if we can be a resource and we can be of help to our clients and our potential clients, then they're going to look to us as a resource. And next time that they need what we do, who do you think they're going to go to? Probably us. So I found that to be very helpful for me in my business of photography, in specifically with brides, because brides are the kind of consumer now that are all over social media. They're all over the blogs. They're in this mode of planning their wedding where they're literally obsessed with it. And it's a great thing because obviously a wedding is a beautiful thing. I got married myself last year, and it was amazing. And brides are in this stage now where they're obsessive with this. So if we can be in front of them, giving them advice, and we can genuinely be helping them, then maybe they'll have a good thought of who we are and what we represent. And when they need the services that we offer, they may come to us before they come to somebody else that they just saw their advertisement.